forests on the steppes of Kalnour.
Ooh!
The voice of the soldiers resonating in your ears. Tracks over here! Captain, tracks over here! It is late afternoon. Afternoon is already dark in Kalnour. It is earliest spring. It is still cold. Ice, snow, all over the ground. Truby, your character has been chased for 2 days.
Ooh.
Heading towards the mountains. Please, quickly describe your character. Tell us your name.
Okay, so a 4-foot tall goblin decked in furs that overwhelm him like a dog in a laundry pile, with a long bow as big as he is clattering on his back as he is crunching through, tumbling almost through snow that's almost as tall as he is, as he's running from soldiers, and his breath is ragged. He has scars. He has cuts on his body from where a few stray arrows have managed to nick him. But he is exhausted and he's on the run. And he is going, oh, come on, Frank, you got this, as he is crashing through the snow.
The voices are probably about 100 feet behind.
Okay.
It's dark enough that you're somewhat concealed. Clearly they've got your tracks though.
Okay.
What are you doing, Frank?
At 100 feet, he thinks he's bought himself enough time. His side throbs with well, in New Zealand we call it the stitch, but his side desperately hurts, and with the 100 feet of distance that he's bought himself, he kind of skids in the snow as he as little glyphs kind of light up on his braces, and he starts like tracing like a circle in the ground, and as he does so, he casts again, pass without trace.
So the footprints behind you.
Yeah.
Disappear.
Yeah, like the snow kind of just like emerges from his footfalls, as his trail just erases itself. And yeah, oh wow, well that was a powerful one. Oh my god. And he looks to the sky looking for his buddy, and he sees a figure dart through the air, and so he nods and he continues crashing through the snow, trying to evade these guys.
But each time you take a step out of the snow, because of this clever magic that you can control, these forces of nature, each time you step out of the snow reforms. So behind you, this perfect drift of snow is left behind.
Yeah.
You are running, they are pursuing you.
Yeah.
Okay, they are going to try to pursue as you run. Eventually, within only 30 seconds, you hear the voice of their scout that's at the lead. Say, he has to be here someplace. The steps stop here.
Okay.
And as you getting further and further away, you just barely hear them say, must have walked backwards in his tracks, spread out. He's around here somewhere.
How many of them do I think there are?
It's a scout party of 4.
4. Okay. So Frank has a lot of tricks up his sleeve, but he will keel over before he outrunning them. Yeah, is not a problem, but he will die of exhaustion if he keeps going like this. So what he does is he looks around. He kind of finds like a wee bit of elevation, like an outcropping of stone.
Yep.
His fur is kind of white, so he tries to blend in with the snow around him. And upon hearing that they're going to fan out, he's going to wait for one of them to walk into the trap, so to speak. So he's hiding.
Stealth.
Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. So that is 24.
What the heck?
I get plus 16 to stealth right now.
No way.
Because
No.
you're in your environment.
Pass without trace gives me plus 10 to stealth.
Oh my god.
So it's dark, right? The sun is setting already. It's only 3 in the afternoon, but the sun's already setting.
Yeah.
As these 4 soldiers have fanned out
Yeah.
and are coming along the way. Yep.
Yeah.
You have your pick of who you want to take out first.
So, Frank wants to try and eliminate one of these guys without them realizing they've had one of them eliminated.
Okay.
So he's going for this one on the fringe here.
Okay.
Go
ahead.
He lines up his shot. From underneath this pile of furs, a little arrow gleams in the snow light as he takes aim. Do I have advantage?
You certainly do.
Chance? Okay, great. He lines up his shot, and just as he's about to fire, he overdraws it past his head. It makes his aim kind of drift a little bit, but he knows that he's got the element of surprise. So he is giving himself -5 to this hit. But
Okay.
if he does hit, it does extra damage.
Okay.
I need another d20.
what's
Thank you. Oh, sorry, I found the other one. Thank you very much, but I'll take this. Okay. Okay. It is, the best of them is a 7.
It goes past him. Does he hear it? He hears it and he becomes alert.
A bead of sweat comes down Frankie's head as he goes, oh boy, as he pulls out another arrow from his extra attack and he lines it up against this guy.
He still doesn't know where you are. He's looking desperately around. You still
Okay.
have advantage. He can't.
Okay.
He can't track where you are.
Again, he overdraws this one, and that is a 20.
Ah! Hits him.
Okay, great. As this arrow hits him, because he overdrew on his bow, I roll the damage, which is, I rolled an 8 on the d8, plus 3 from dexterity, and because he overdrew his bow, he does plus 10 damage. So 21.
And before he can even say, that was a, he is gone.
And it's through his throat.
The others advance, and they're all within 20 feet of you. They get a new perception roll. Your stealth is no longer valid.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
They are looking for you. This archer here, you're aware the archer clocks you. Not clocks you, but can see you. Yep.
Okay.
You still have it. It's still your turn.
As this one notices me, I loose another arrow at this guy. I do not overdraw it. I just
Okay.
pull it back to my ear and I release it. I'm just like, come on, fly true. 23.
Definitely hits.
And I'm going to make this an ensnaring strike. So as the arrow hits this guy, thorns burst out from the arrow tip and start encircling him. And he needs to make a strength check to kind of not be enveloped by these thorns.
Oh my
I get a 12.
You had to beat a 13.
Ha! Fails.
So I do my damage, which is 8.
He is just barely up.
And on his turn, these thorns will do a d6 damage to him.
Okay. He says, on the rock. He's on the rock. The others now see you. Archer shoots you, and the leader runs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then jumps up, tries to scoot around behind you so he's not in the way of the archer.
I'll use my extra attack and shoot this one.
Okay, go.
So it is 22.
You hit. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You are.
Bam. That's a bad one. 4 points of damage against this one.
Okay. The
And as this one comes up behind me, I kind of sense it, and I give out a wee like and then as he comes up behind me, from this tree, a little winged beast flies down like a torpedo and tries to strike him in the back of the head. And
An
that,
Arya char.
Yes, this little winged, leathery reptilian type thing. He goes in for an attack, and it's 14.
It's good enough.
Oh yeah, come on, buddy boy.
They don't have a lot of armor class. These are scouts. They're not wearing big, heavy metal armor class.
Yeah, dummies. Alrighty. Okay, so that is 7 points of damage.
Oh, he is hurt. He's scratched badly.
Yeah.
It is their turn. The thorns dig in to the one who had been shot, and they kill him. Ah! The archer in front of the other archer misses. He is freaking out. 2 of his buddies are dead, just like that.
I mean, you shouldn't have picked on the little guy.
And it is Frankie's turn again.
Okay, Frank, he leaves the bow on the ground. He pulls out a short sword from behind him and just goes like for an upward
Sure.
through the head of this guy.
We can assume that since your animal companion is right there, then you would probably have advantage.
Yeah, that's right. Distract him, Terry. And that is a not natural 20.
Yeah, you hit.
Here comes a d6 worth of damage. Plus 3 is 6 points of damage.
The leader is still up, but is bleeding out.
As on that one, Frank remembers, like, it's just this big guy over him, and about how the little guys have it rough. And so he uses Fury of the Small to add his level onto the damage. Yes. And he has an extra 5 points of damage as he strikes up with his sword.
He falls backwards. Your friend, your animal companion, still clinging on, falls off the side.
Yeah, and then he looks down on him, and then he's like, yeah, who's little now? Yes.
Okay, the archer flees.
Yeah.
He runs. He starts running away through the snow. Difficult terrain because it's snowing.
Yeah.
Well, because there's deep snow.
Okay.
You letting him go?
As he turns around, what does he look like?
He's an ordinary scout, human.
Yeah.
It's dark, so you can't see his facial features particularly well. You got dark vision. He's got a flattish nose, broad face.
Broad face. Okay. Yeah. How tall is he?
He's on the shorter side. He's about 5'5".
I let him go. And as I quickly rifle through the captain, I go through his stuff. I'm like, come on, you got jerky on you? You got something nice? You got something yummy? Need some.
He does have some supplies.
Electrolytes. Does he have electrolytes on him?
He definitely has some dried meats.
Dried meats, that'll be salty. That's good. It can replace all this stuff that I sweated out. And he kind of like roughly tears at it. Yeah. And then next to him, like kind of landing here, is this tiny little like big bright-eyed, like scaly winged little lizard type thing. And he as he like bites, as he gives himself like a mouthful of this jerky, he tosses the rest to his little buddy. And he's like, yeah, okay, Terry, here you go. You're a good boy. You're a good boy.
And Terry grabs it and it's in his beak.
Yeah.
Throws it up, swallows it.
Yeah.
Squawks.
Okay, yeah, well, there's no more. There's no more. All right. Yeah, we have to kill a whole nother scout party if we want some more of that. All right. And then Frank will like observe his environment. What time of day is it before he runs again?
It's late afternoon. Sun is setting.
He just takes a moment. He shouldn't, but he just takes a moment to sit on the rock. And he goes, oh, was it worth it? Is it really worth it? I was so comfortable. I had it good. I had it real good. And then he looks at Terry, and Terry's like tongue like lolling out of his mouth sort of look. And he's like, yeah, it's worth it. And then he kind of picks himself up, wraps his furs back around, and then he dashes. Dash. Back into the snow.
And that concludes our opening scene. Welcome to Dice Legends. This is the Hunted of Kalnour. We're going to meet the other characters after the titles. Roll those titles!
Come on!
Hey guys, thanks for joining us on Dice Legends. My name is Vahid. I'm the DM of the show. Let's introduce you to this beautiful cast. We're going to start with...
Hi, my name is Crystal.
Yay! Yay!
Hi, my name is Raylene. Yay!
Kia ora, konnichiwa, my friends. My name is Truby.
Yay! And hello, everyone. My name is Monique.
Cool. Before we get into the next scenes, we like to acknowledge the people that make our show possible. First of all is our subscribers and our followers. Thank you so much to everyone that supports our show. And next is our patrons.
Thank you so much to all of our patrons. Maybe you give to us on Patreon. There's lots of different ways you can give to us. Maybe it's a little, maybe it's a lot. But if you do, it helps us keep our channel going. It helps us do makeovers whenever we start a new campaign. Hey, clock the new wall drip. Clock that new wall drip.
I'm sure it's there.
It's there. Just trust me. Oh, there it is. Yeah. It helps keep us going for the third year now, so we really appreciate it. And have you been considering giving to us? Maybe check it out. Again, as much or as little as you can.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we've got 3 beautiful companies that we partner with. The first is BD&D.
Yes, hello. It's my first time doing this.
Crystal.
We'd like to acknowledge our sponsors at BD&D,
Yeah.
a store here in New Zealand. They provide dice, they provide paints for minis and terrain. They also have board games, and they also have D&D books, or I believe also TTR RPG books, and then also Magic the Gathering cards, which I play, so I'm probably gonna go there later.
I was playing this morning before.
Wow.
Awesome. Well, don't forget about D20 Collective. They provide a whole range of beautiful, charming, sexy dice. I've got a few myself, and I'm ready to look for more at D20 Collective, yeah? If you want a discount, then you can put in Kiwi Legenz. Do that. 10% discount for you. Check them out. Go, go, go.
And last is World Anvil.
That's right. Maybe you, like Vahid, a DM for a TTRPG. Maybe not just D&D. Maybe you do one of the other great ones out there. Maybe Monster of the Week. Maybe Blaze in the Dark. Hey, maybe you are a writer who has a novel and you need to keep your world notes somewhere. Well, World Anvil is your ultimate online tool for doing so. They have linked articles. You can make interactive maps. You can make rollable tables if you're a DM or a GM or some other letter M. You can make player handouts. You can make timelines. There's all kinds of interesting prompts. There's all kinds of instructional videos. There's all kinds of prompts there. Sometimes it's good to just rock on up and you're just like, gosh, I don't know what to write about today. Just log in. I'll give you some ideas or some inspiration. You'll see Vahid use it on Mondays, typically, on this very stream.
Which is Sunday if you're in the Northern Hemisphere.
Yeah.
And for our final merchandise plug, can you throw some t-shirts? Okay, Mon, go.
I heard Raylene say beautiful, charming, and sexy, and I immediately thought of you guys.
What a catch!
Oh my
The only
gosh.
thing that could possibly make you look naughtier than you already are. A little bit of merchandise, hey? And if you are a Patreon, you don't get a little bit of a discount, but you can also just support the channel by buying this. And I'm not even joking. If I saw someone wear this, that's it for me.
It's game over, man. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I will give you a hug if you want one.
It's hot.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna throw that right back.
Nice.
The camera.
Into that camera.
And I'll say one other thing about merchandise, which I didn't tell Monique about. See this map behind us?
Yes.
Jason, can you put the map up on the screen? We've got a our best quality map we've ever done, and we're going to be doing posters in the merchandise shop of the map. So that'll be in the next couple of weeks. That'll go up as well.
Yum.
Yeah, boys,
Okay,
girls, and anyone else.
I think that's that. I think we're ready to get into it.
Oh my gosh. Are we ready?
Oh, boy.
Replay that so hold it.
It was pretty big.
Was it?
That was
That's
pretty
so
good.
cool.
You were literally just like,
It was like very much Thor, like
yeah,
you so much.
Mjolnir and it was very good.
We're going to move forward in time. A couple weeks have passed.
Okay. Hope I'm not still running.
A couple weeks have passed. We're in the Monastery of the Shadow Moon. The Monastery of the Shadow Moon is it's almost like a fortress as much as a monastery. If you can see in this map, amidst the mountains, there is a fort there. That is the Monastery of the Shadow Moon. Right there. The monastery itself, incredibly, is hard to access. Stone spans going across incredibly sheer crevasses, winding paths. You have to want to get there to get there. The Monastery of the Shadow Moon is an essential place of neutrality in a land full of conflict. Inside, a fire is raging, casting warm light and warmth into a very sparse, Spartan, dark gray stoned room. Big columns supporting a lofty ceiling. The ceiling's high enough that it's hard for the large fire to warm the place. But this is not a place of comfort. This is a place of self-deprivation, I guess, of hardening oneself. There is a large table, and around the table, your characters are gathered, as well as a few others. I will describe those handful of others first before you describe your characters. At the head of the table is a woman named Sister Sunaya, who is the head of the monastic order. Who knows how old she is?
I do.
Thank you. Her deeply lined face, wrinkled, heavily wrinkled. Yet she is lithe and supple. She sits in the place of privilege, which is the seat furthest away from the fire, indicating she's the toughest. There are a few other monks that you have not met yet. Sitting on her left is a young clansman, tribesman, whose name is Golter. Golter, you know, is the next to inherit the Dervi tribe's throne. He's not an impressive man to look at. He's not handsome. He's not overly tall. He does have good clothing on, good functional clan clothing on. Sitting next to him,
Which tribe did you say?
Dervy.
Dervy.
To a little bit more visual detail. He has a large mole just above his left eye.
Nice.
Nice.
He has simple, parted in the middle hair that comes down to his shoulders. He is clean. He is respectable. He's just easy to overlook. Sitting next to him is a woman impossible to overlook.
Tall, regal, looking up, and just always slightly angled towards Golter, and just always giving him a loving look.
Oh.
Is Cerci. She's very strong features, cold, dark brown skin. Her hair is like black and curly, but it's in an updo. It has jewels like pierced into it. Her ears are pointed as she's a half elf. Her eyes are like a piercing blue. It matches what she is wearing, which is a blue thick wool dress with like fur and like a gold kind of like chain to like connect both sides to keep it still. And she is just quiet and listening.
And the Sister Sumaya, in preparation for this conversation, turns to you and turns to Golter and says, Golter, I'm assuming that the documentation of your marriage went smoothly this morning? Golter turns to her and says, yes, everything went fine. Everything went fine. You see, this place of neutrality,
Where everyone lies. So go on.
You've called it. You called it.
the tribes, when there is a marriage among the chiefs' families, they must present themselves to the monks to have it officially registered.
Who did he marry though?
And he puts his hand on Cerci's on Cerci's hand.
Frank thinks he sees this transmission and he's like, yeah, don't worry, I was surprised as well.
Cerci turns to the sister and goes, the registry went beautifully, and I am happy to be the gift of Atashi to the Dervi tribe.
Okay.
Let us go back in time, shall we?
We absolutely should.
Oh my God.
It is a number of months ago, going into winter, not coming out of winter. Cerci has returned to her clan from a disastrous hunt.
Oh, yes.
You've come back, and our scene begins in the tent of your family. Your father and mother, they welcome you in, and they say, Cerci, you're back. I thought everything went well, I assume?
Unfortunately, it did not. I go up, I do I kiss my mother on the cheek, I bow to my dad, and I sit on the white fur rug that is in front of them, kneeling, and I go, unfortunately, it did not. We have found the truffle hunter, our Cha, and it seemed to be possessed by an older woman. I do not know the detail. And Jalan is dead.
Jalan's dead. Oh, your mother looks at your father and says, "This is your doing, husband." And he says, "We'll deal with her another time. We have other news for you. You are to be wed
For what reason?
to strengthen the ties between our tribe, the Atashi tribe, and the Dervi tribe.
It brings safety to our tribe.
It will bring a lot of security to both of our tribes."
Then it's done.
Your mother kind of, her brows kind of knit a little bit, and she said, "Okay."
I feel you, Mum.
Wow.
I love it.
And your husband says, the first day that the sun appears upon the horizon, after the winter, we will take you to your new husband.
Apologies, that's my dad saying that.
That's your dad, yeah.
Okay. Amazing. Do I need to prepare anything before the wedding?
Yes, says your mother. Let us fast forward to a couple of days after the spring. The first day of light has come. The sun has first appeared. Your mother in these months has fitted out your dress, your blue woolen dress. It fits you perfectly. She gives you a rare amount of silk and fashions it into a broad belt for you to wear, a beautiful adorning. It is worth a lot for your tribe to be given. For you to have silk is a great gift. A few days later, we find you in the Dervi tribe. As you, right behind your father and mother, riding atop, riding on your, they're called shichar.
Shichars.
Riding atop your shichar, which are, the easiest way to say is raptors. With these bioluminescence along the ridges around their eyes, down the sides of their arms. It's
pretty baller.
Riding on the shichar, in. Around you, the Dervi tribe erupts. Whoop, 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 clapping, banging, ding, 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 bang. They start singing, they singing voices. People come out and they do the traditional thing of testing the bride. They come up and they start telling the dirtiest jokes they possibly can to you. The idea is to make you blush or flinch. The most shocking jokes come, and look at her. She stands resolute, stone cold.
She's good. She's good.
A tent, a special bridal tent, has been erected in your honor. Golter, who you're meeting for the very first time, is standing in front. Insight roll.
Oh.
Nat 20.
Ah! Okay, you ready?
I'm so ready.
Long may it continue.
He is nervous and not hiding it well.
I'm very sorry if you're nervous in front of me. I understand that I'm quite intimidating.
He says, he leans in to give a customary hug.
Oh, she does it.
He hugs your
She's like, arms are just by her side. And then when she puts it around, she just like does that like around the waist.
He hugs one side, hugs the other side, and he says, he says to you, "You look very beautiful, Cerci. It is an honor to be your husband."
Thank you very much. Thank you for the silk belt.
You're
it
welcome.
was very expensive, and I understand that you did that as a customary, but I am also honored to be a gift from my tribe to you.
And he says, "I hope that we will be more than just a transaction. I hope that we truly will be husband and wife."
You do understand this is just a transaction, right?
Your 20 insight roll carries on. and he kind of flushes a bit, and he disappointed maybe. Yeah. Stung is probably
Yes.
right. And so he says, "Of course," and he straightens his shirt. And you can see underneath his woolen overgarment, he has a shirt, an entire shirt of silk underneath it, yellow silk. The tribe gathers around. There are thousands. This is a large tribe, thousands. Not everyone can see you. The local priest comes out, and the wedding is conducted.
Yes.
And thus you enter the Darvi clan tribe.
Fantastic.
Oh, wow.
My parents are there.
Yes, your parents are there.
I give them a look, deep nod, and go, "I will bring safety to our tribe. Easily."
And when the festivities conclude, because it's the wedding of a, soon-to-be chief, well, not soon, we hope, but eventually chief,
Yes.
the festivities go for 3 days.
Interesting.
There's lots of meat on the menu, not a lot of vegetables. There's tea drinking. Anyway, a lot of festivities.
In me.
That goes well together.
I love
Yum, meat.
Good.
I'm actually on board.
The day that your family are to depart, your parents ask if you will ride with them for a short while out of the village.
I heard, is Golta there?
Coulter's there.
Would it be appropriate if I leave with my parents for a little bit?
Of course, my bride.
Thank you, my husband. And then I'll turn to my parents and go, absolutely.
So, riding out, your father speaks first, and he's riding back on these Shichar, riding back, and he says to you, "Cerci, daughter, I know you will bring great honor. You've already brought great honor to our family. You will be missed." He clears his throat, which is the closest thing he shows to emotion.
You can cry, Father, that's okay. Your only daughter is leaving.
He says, "We'll see you at the midsummer games."
I cannot wait.
And he goes, "Cha!" And the sheet chart moves faster forward. Your mother leans over and to grab your hand, and she says, "Daughter, you've brought us great honor. I hope this marriage will be one of love as well. I know it's hard for you, but please let it happen."
I will try.
I think he's a good man. He's young. He's not like your father yet. He doesn't have the strength of your father yet, but don't judge him too harshly.
You know love is hard in such a cold environment.
We'll see you midsummer. We'll miss you. She leans in and leans over takes the reins of your char as well, so she doesn't fall off in the gap between you, and kisses you on the cheek. Then, with her other free hand, moves your head towards her and gives you a parting kiss on the lips, and says, "Farewell, my love."
Farewell, mother.
And she goes, and her Shitar also gallops off.
Cerci stays there on a Shitar, just watching her parents leave. Off we go. And then she turns back to go back to the Derby tribe.
And you are now officially no longer an Atashi. You're now a Derby. We go back to the present day. Present day, in the monks in the monastery of the Shadow Moon. Monastery of the Shadow Moon. On the opposite side of the table from Golter and Cerci are two other tribeswomen. One is very, very pretty.
Is it you?
It's definitely not.
And one is a warrior.
Oh, yes. Though she is beautiful, naturally, with her white silver locks draping down her, like framing her face. And she looks a little disheveled still. So on her blue dyed woolen coat, there's like leaves and dirt rubbed in. There's some twigs in her hair. But on her head sits this beautifully crafted headpiece with black gems. There's blue feathers and brown feathers and wool and wood just covered. And it looks like it's been passed down for decades, centuries. It's hard to tell, but it's gorgeous and it's ancient. The first thing that you will probably notice about this character is that she's got white ink tattoos all over her face. And they
In swirls.
Which are somewhat reminiscent of some of the char's detailings. Some of them have these lines of bioluminescence, and it kind of reflects that. She's got copper skin and dark brown eyes. She's got pointy ears, as she is a full wood elf. And as she sits tall there at 5'11", almost 6 foot, her eyes are shifty. She's not making eye contact with anyone. And right in front of her, she's got this beautiful princess as well, who's, so poised. But then you've got this princess who is unprepared. She's double princess. Double princess. What does it mean? And from nerves, her hands are shifting and they're like tapping to each other. You can see bits of like a flower blooms and it wilts, and then another one comes out, roots. It's like she wears her emotion right there on her face and her hands. And she avoids eye contact. She is trying to understand who everyone is in this room, trying to recall from her memories if she's met anybody, or apart from, she knows her fellow companion here next to her as well.
You will know the name of Golter, and you will know Cerci's name.
Yes.
And at the summer solstice every year, there is a grand meeting of the Summer Games. So you possibly will have met both Golter and Cerci before, whether it's unlikely that you're close or friendly, because the rivalry between clans is violent.
Yeah.
The only times where there's peace is when you're in this monastery and at the summertime games.
Yes. As she has recognition of some faces, Nagiisa tries to eye up her companion, and send like messages, like these cryptic messages through like the roots that say write, like have, like they develop some sort of writing. And she says, are we safe? And she flashes it to her companion.
Oladness looks around, and she, with her hand gestures, a not now symbol.
Nagiisa gets rid of the root writing on her hands.
But she will do a little, very faint with her finger, but she will point it at you, and then she will just, she will do this, which means safety.
Yes.
Of course it does.
Yes. Of course. And she, Nagiisa does this in return, and she puts it to her heart.
But it was not always safe for you. So let us go back only a couple of weeks ago. Only a couple of weeks ago. I just need to clear this board.
Oh, man.
A couple of weeks ago, riders from your tribe, the Katiwala tribe, came riding full speed into the encampment among the tents, calling out, Kalnour! Approaching!
Nagiisa, who was in her hut, comes out and looks immediately for her parents.
Oladness is straight away at her door and puts her hand in front of her face.
I need to find them.
Princess, stay inside.
Please. And she tries to like peek through the cloths of the hut.
Let me go and find them.
Please make sure that they're safe. Please bring Mom back here.
I shall.
And the people writing in say, Usha is with them!
Usha.
Immediately upon hearing that, Oladness, she doesn't even think about finding the king and queen anymore. She goes inside and she says, "Where's your bag?"
And she goes to a chest near her bed and she gets her emergency pack. Like, no, not now.
Quickly,
please,
fill
no,
it.
no.
We must go now.
Please, I can't go.
Princess, look at me.
I have to.
If we stay, we will get killed.
But
The tent flap opens up. Your father is there.
Papa,
Your father says, Usha is coming. We will all die. You must go.
you have to escape too, please.
No.
Please go.
If I don't, they will hunt us down forever. You must go now.
Okay.
There is no time.
And she holds on to Odolson? Oladness. It's a mixture of those letters. Oladness's hands.
They look at the back flap of the tent, but before they leave, Oladness will look back at the king with a longing and lustful look she has always given him. Yeah, that's right.
Doing it.
And she'll reach out his hand to, like she wants to say goodbye for the very last time, but she...
And he takes her hand. He takes her hand and says, keep her safe.
I promise.
Keep her safe.
Okay.
And he goes out, and as he turns around, his sword is out of his sheath. He picks up his shield, and warriors are lining the lane in between.
Oh my god.
And they start trying, Dooja! Dooja!
Princess, with me.
Oladness, not Oladness, Nagiisa grips tight and runs.
You run.
And we flee.
How small are you?
I'm tall. I'm
5'11".
I'm not going to put you on my back. We're going to run together.
Yes.
Okay, great. And I'm going to be directly behind you the entire time.
Okay.
Looking out, weapons.
Athletics rolls.
Yeah, that's cool. That's 7.
24.
You're gonna have to drag her.
I will drag
It's
you.
because she keeps looking back at the tribe. She doesn't. She can't leave it. She keeps trying to find a glance of her mother, who she didn't even get to even see for a moment.
You see your mother between two tents. She sees you, and she goes, and you just hear her faint over the sound of the warriors pumping themselves up. Ooh, ooh! You hear her go, run!
She screams and she's crying and she's being dragged further away and like.
Nagiisa! Look at me! Look at me! And she's dragging her. You can do nothing for your parents if we do not go now. Do you hear me?
Okay, we're going. And yeah.
Alatnas, then you see Usha above the horizon.
Oh.
Red wings. She circles above, high in the air above.
Oh God.
In this instant, in her panic, as she's running and being dragged along, Nagiisa does a spin, and as she spins, she shrinks down to the size of a cat. And she's covered in white fur with white, like blue lines around her.
Okay.
And she runs faster.
Good girl. Quickly, do not wait for me, but I will be behind you. I will follow your trail.
She runs.
And you run. As you run, out, clearing the tents, out into the snow and the grass and the hills, the screaming starts.
Oh God.
Usha has never shown mercy. The first pass as she flies over ignites a swath of the tents made of felt.
Oh.
It's like putting paper
Yeah.
in a fireplace. Whoosh! And then the Kesh warriors arrive. By this time, you hear the crying, you hear the sound of death, you hear metal on metal. What are you doing? Where are you going, guys?
I'm assuming we're going to like the nearby forest to hide amongst the trees.
Yeah,
as the plan was.
I think that they have always worked out a safety cave so that if something like this was to happen, given the circumstances of the land and what is going on with the Emperor, there will always be a safety cave that we will go to.
Yeah.
So we're heading, and it's quite far away, but we are just heading there as they can feel the blaze and they can feel the heat. Olatnis will shed a tear, not for the people at the camp, but for her father.
You reach the cave.
At this point, Nagiisa is on Olatnis' shoulder as a cat.
Yes.
Clawing tight. And even though it's a cat, and animals don't show too much emotion, you can see the worry of this cat. Its hairs and hackles are like up, her fur is standing, and her claws are dug in to the point where it might do like 1 damage.
Voluntarily.
Of her claws.
Olatnis feels this, but she knows that it is needed. She reaches up and she strokes Nagiisa. It is all right, Nagiisa. Do as we say, breathe. And she pulls up her fingers. We are safe for now.
And you see the paws of this cat shake and put it to its chest.
We do not know the full extent of what has happened, but we will have faith that someone has made it out alive. I've never seen warriors like your parents. I have faith.
Nagiisa mews. She can't purr in this moment, but she just snuggles into the neck of Olatnis.
It's only the very, very beginning of spring. Just barely enough light for Kesh to have been able to move troops, right? So it's a long night. When the wind is blowing, when the cold wind is blowing from the Katiwala encampment towards you, you hear snatches of screaming and crying carried on the wind, but you're far enough that it's faint. And as the long night progresses, they go quiet, they go still, they go silent as well. And it's just you in the tent, in the cave, provisions that have been stored for such an occasion.
After all these hours have passed, Nagiisa is turned back into her humanoid self, and she's in a corner of this cave, trying to get the strength to eat these berries, to give her some strength, but she's too shaky, and her roots, there are roots crawling out of her skin, from her druid craft and her nerves. And after hours of this silence, eventually Nagiisa looks over to Oladnis and she says, should we go back now, or?
I was thinking the same thing.
We have to check for survivors. Remember the plan? Check for survivors. Find the headpiece. Find the crown.
It has been quiet for at least an hour. And Oladnis is really struggling to know whether to bring Nagiisa with her because of what they might find. But at the same time, she knows that if what she figures is the event of what has taken place, she will need to toughen up pretty steadfast if she's to take the position that she is going to. So she does not want to shield her from anything. In fact, she wants to almost start to push her through all of the things she needs to go through. So she looks at Nagiisa and she says, "You're right, princess. It is time."
Hearing the word princess, it was always like a placeholder for her. Like she wasn't an official princess, like with responsibilities yet. She's so young, and she was supposed to have like a decade more of training of what the tribe needs, and like, you know, all the relations between other tribes and going through all the admin of it all. So she shudders and she's in denial about being called that. She says, just call me Nagiisa.
Nagiisa, what you're about to see may not be. All I say is that you need to prepare yourself. But I need you to change back into another form before we go into the camp.
What should I be? I have to think.
Nagiisa.
It's not strong right now.
Look at me.
Okay.
Do what we do. We breathe. We breathe. Bring your roots back in.
Okay. And she tries to like cut them off and dissipate them and let them wither away. Okay, breathe. All right.
We take one step at a time.
Okay. I'll be a. Can I? Maybe we should. I'll be this. And she does a spin and she turns into a snow owl. This way, she'll be able to have some vantage point to look around the tribe. And she looks like with these big owl eyes, big old anime eyes at Madness, as if she's asking for like reassurance that this is the right idea.
Perfect. Exactly what I thought.
That's an owl, right?
She puts out her arm.
Yeah.
She screeches a little bit. I'm thinking of Hedwig from Harry Potter.
Yes. Atlantis puts out her arm just in case you need anywhere to land.
Flap, 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 flap. I fly.
Yes. And she walks back towards. She makes the trek back towards.
Describe how you're doing that.
With feet.
Basically, I want to know, are you stealthing it or not?
Yes, yes. I think Olandis wasn't very prepared, so she only really has. She didn't even bring a cloak with her, really. But she knows how to stealth around these parts of the woods. She's very stealthy. So they will stealth between tree to tree and constantly stopping to hear.
Okay.
noises.
Then go ahead and make your stealth roll, and both of you make perception rolls.
Yeah,
please.
baby. I get advantage on perception checks that rely on sight and hearing as an owl.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Come on, utility animal.
Oh, it's a double 8. Plus 3. 9, 10, 11. She's too distressed. She's distracted by what she could possibly find.
Ditto. I got a 7.
Nice.
I'm just like, my head's in clouds.
The as you approach the encampment, the stench of the smoke wafts through. There's ash on the snow in front of you, making it's early morning by now. Not a lot of light still, early spring. You don't see any movement at all, as in no movement in the encampment.
Nagiisa, like, just takes a little bite from Oladness's hair to signal that she's about to take flight.
She makes this gesture.
And with my little claws, I do that too. And I fly to try and get a good look of the tribe.
You go around the encampment. The central road that goes through is truly horrifying. Your keen eyes easily make out that your parents are dead.
I land next to them.
They are, as is the custom, impaled on spears. It is, they are held up, impaled on spears. There's no dignity to it at all. They were not given any kindness. And around them, things are burnt, scorched, hacked. There are dead bodies of your clan, the Kaduala clan around. Any dead of the invaders looks like they've been dragged off. Their drag marks heading off.
Nagiisa is, but from the vision of the image of her parents impaled, gets out of wild shape just instinctually. She just drops every effort to try and be something else. She studies them. She mourns. She's holding their hands and she's looking at their faces and wiping their hair out, trying to make them look as alive as possible. But I think she's too weak to do anything apart from try and get them off of the spears or that they've been impaled in.
And Olatnus, sorry?
Yep.
You come to
Gelatinous.
you enter the same scene?
I think she'll admit, like, she sees where Nagiisa has flown down, and as soon as she turns the corner and sees them on spikes, she immediately takes a really sharp inhale of breath, and just as quickly as she sees her king impaled and feels deep loss and dread, she quickly moves that feeling to the back place that she's always been trained to do. So it will quickly move right back here and it will stay for the rest of her life. But she will not show any emotions for the princess. But she will walk over to the princess and she will look at her and nod, and she looks deceivingly medium build, but she is incredibly strong.
Yeah.
So she will lift both the king and queen off the pikes and to lay them down with dignity.
Nagiisa will clock the headpiece that's on her father's head. And
Perception roll first before you say anything else.
18 perception.
9.
Oh wait,
Gravely mistaken. 9.
24.
Okay. There is movement in one of the tents, one of the yurts behind you.
Nagiisa instantly hides behind Oladness. Someone
And then you hear movement in other tents around you.
people still here. Survivors are.
And if we just make out our little scene here.
No.
You hear the voice of a soldier saying, "Our Emperor Kesh was right. She has returned." And 4 soldiers with spears come out, attempting to surround you.
Oh boy.
Come on.
Oh boy. I chose that. Oh boy.
And the leader,
The
the
wrong-
leader who has this red hat on, says, "Kill them, no mercy."
Atlantis was instantly stupid for bringing her back. It was almost like that place in her heart wanting to long to see the king possibly survived has just. She feels so stupid. So she puts it all back in. She immediately looks at Nagiisa and she says, change.
I can't. I already did it twice today.
They attack. Two on each of you. Run forward. Run forward.
Oh no!
Alatinus. 2 spears. Flah! Get jabbed for you. They both rolled 1s.
Let's go.
It's like she knew what was happening. Oladna smells the wind of when they're going, and when one strikes this way, she will immediately skip. And when one strikes behind her, she will just quickly duck under it, as she never stops looking towards Nagiisa. It's with eyes that she never stops moving.
And they end up both stabbing each other.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Ah, okay, cool.
Amazing.
And on the other side, Nagiisa, they both stab for you. They're not no pleasantries here. They're just going straight for the kill. A 2 and a better one, a 15.
And with
15 hits. Yep.
I will use my fighting style of protection to put that at disadvantage.
You
Is
have
that
to
what I
be
can
within
do?
5 feet of her. You have to be right next to her first. If you get next to her, then you can do that.
Okay.
You have to
good
get
know.
next to
I'm
her.
not used to using this fighter.
Gets you a good one. 7 hit points damage.
Oh boy.
And you're up. I think you're fastest, Nagiisa.
Yeah. Nagiisa gets hit and she screams. She's never been hurt like this before in her life. And in a panic, she looks right at the one that stabbed her and she just cries, "Stop!" And her tattoos light up and she casts Hold Person.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
And that was the leader that stabbed you, and he freezes. Only his eyes can move, and he's locked in place.
And she, as a movement, I can move. She tries to hide inside this.
You go inside the ear. Okay.
Yeah.
So the one that you move away from, opportunity attacks you.
Okay. She doesn't know how to fight.
Fwah! Gets a glorious 11.
Miss. I'm too fast.
You're up.
She is fuming! I don't think that Aladdin has ever seen the princess bleed, and because that was literally her only job, that is a personal attack to her.
Yeah.
So she will grab her battle axe and she will soar towards the one closest to the tent as to where, and she will just. And she'll.
Wow.
Sorry, that was so. I'm so sorry.
It was necessary.
Sorry.
It was necessary.
What you should have
Sound okay?
It was necessary.
That surprised me just as much. But she'll get her battle axe and she will go straight for the neck and she will slice at him.
Okay, 2 opportunity attacks coming online for you as you run away from the 2 that attacked you before.
I don't give a shit.
1 hits you.
Go on. What was it?
It was a natural 20.
Yeah, that's fine. I understand.
You take 10 hit points. Okay, you get up to him. He's held.
Great.
So
Oh, yeah, that one?
yeah, the
sure.
leader's held. I mean, you're not gonna miss, right?
Well, fingers
Yeah.
crossed.
At advantage because he can't move.
Yay. 18?
Yeah, definitely hit.
Okay, good
And,
hits.
by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this before.
Yeah.
Because you're a champion, a 19 is also a critical for you.
Whoa.
An 8, a 19.
19 and a 20 is also
I see
a
it there.
critical.
I
Yep,
see it
okay.
there.
Okay, what'd you get?
That was only 4 points of damage, unfortunately.
Okay, fine.
But then I will turn around and just go for this next guy right here as well.
Yep.
So I'm going right in the middle of them. I attack that one, I turn around and I attack this guy
Go
too.
for it.
Love it.
What's mine plus 6?
15.
It's a hit, is what it is.
Nice.
And 8 points of damage.
Oh, he's close to death.
Great. I don't really know what else I can do.
You can't. That's
But
a lot.
But I will use the rest of my movement to block the doorway. I'll go
Excellent,
straight
okay.
to the doorway.
Yep, thanks. That's good. And you can't take an opportunity attack on you because you already did an opportunity attack on Nagiisa.
Great.
It is their turn. The 3 warriors all storm in and try to kill you.
Yeah, fair one.
1, 2, 3. They all come around and all 3 of their spears come stabbing for you.
Okay.
Okay, a 12, a 10, and a 24.
The 24 hits.
Only one of them hits, and it does 3 hit points damage to you. Not bad, considering 3 of them. And the leader tries to shake off the magic that is keeping it rooted in its spot, and he does not. He cannot move still.
Nice.
Okay, Nagiisa, you're up.
Nagiisa, she is in the hut, yurt.
Yeah.
Hut. And she's panicked. She is losing her senses. She's screaming. She's crying, and the lines on her face get brighter and brighter, and just suddenly a giant wall of wind erupts from here in front of.
In between these guys.
Yeah, in between them. Oh. Ooh, yes, I will. 1, 2, 3.
Just checking a microphone.
Hello,
connection.
hello. Oh, where'd it go? Hello? Nothing? Yes?
Where it connects to
Where it's plugged in.
it's better now.
Better now?
I think when you stood up, it was like.
Okay. I will not sit up anymore.
Okay.
She's screaming, she's crying, she's throwing up. She blasts a wind wall. She casts a wind wall.
She's throwing up. She's throwing up a wall of wind.
A wall of wind, which is 50 feet long and 15 feet high.
Wow!
1 foot thick. And what it does is you have to make a strength saving throw. Otherwise, you get 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Whoa.
Or half as much damage on a successful
So
one.
who are you hitting with it? These guys, these two here.
Huh? Sorry?
You hitting
These two, yep. They go poof. And what that does, though, it will lose my concentration on hold person, so they can move again.
Okay, roll damage.
Ooh, what is it again? 3d8?
3d8.
Oh, I didn't think I was gonna do combat.
these?
Yes, please. Ooh. 8. Oh, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 points of damage for them.
Nice.
Both of them are just the sheer force of the wind just destroys them. They've already stabbed each other, and they get thrown back, and they never move
And
again.
yeah, they fall. Oh, they're dead? Okay. Oh, no, they're dead?
They're dead.
I killed them?
You killed them.
You can't see though.
I can't see that. I will pretend that I don't know that I killed them.
I think that's you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
You just,
Great.
they just went to sleep.
They just went to sleep. But there's still a wall of wind there.
I'm
for a
gonna go
minute.
straight into 2 attacks, one on this side, one on the other side.
Okay.
1, 6, 18, 19. It's a natural crit. Well, not a natural crit, but it's a crit, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, great. 17, 8. What's 5 plus 7?
12.
Plus 3.
15.
15. 1 gets 15 points of damage. And
Which
then
one?
This one here, the
The leader,
who
okay,
was closest
still
to
up
the door.
remarkably. Okay, and now the second one.
Yeah, and I go straight and it's like I do a little whoop and then
Pooja!
hit him in the, not the dick, but almost. Okay, yeah, same thing. We're going for a crit. So 7, 8, 9, 10 points of damage.
And it is gone. Falls dead.
And then I really slowly turn towards the leader. And then I start walking backwards and I do like a little come closer, little wee.
Well, the leader did not expect this at all. His 3 companions have been slain. So he, seeing this massive wall of wind, wasn't expected either.
Snow is flying and branches and the arrows or spears that they had, they're up in the air.
He disengages and runs away.
Coward.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only gets 6 away though.
I will chase him.
Next turn, Nagiisa.
Want to continuously do the window wall and have it grow or move.
Can you move it?
I don't know. Let me read. No, it's just up there for a minute.
Okay.
Unless I do something else. No, she is crying too much and she is prone.
Okay.
Prone? Is that the
Yeah,
word?
you fall down onto the ground. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
I willingly take
I will take myself out of this.
Okay, and you say you chase?
Yeah, so I'm gonna chase him and then I'm gonna do a little, I see this chair, I'm gonna do a bit of a leap in the air and then get my battle axe down on top of him.
Go for it.
Great. 17.
Okay. Just not, yeah, it's a hit.
Is it normal? Okay, 5 points of damage.
Claw, and that is enough.
Yes.
Claw. The leader of their army falls over dead with your battle axe in his back.
I walk straight over, I pull the battle axe out and I just grab some of the blood and I lick it. Okay.
Okay, yep.
And then I just go down again, down again, down again, until his head comes off. And then I'm going to pick it up and put it in the hands of the king.
All right.
And then I grab the king's hand and I go, there, my love. You're the warrior. Don't you worry. And I walk into like I've done nothing. Quickly wipe my hands and walk into the tent.
Nagiisa is having a panic attack, and on the floor she is not thinking. She's crying. The wind is still going, and it's like that's what's going on in her head. Just wild winds rushing, no thoughts, just.
And I don't let this stop. I think I just look. I come and I start to circle you, and I just say, "Let it out, Nagiisa. It is bad. What has happened here was bad. It was awful. Let it out. Do not keep your emotions in. That will only create damage."
And she screams more, with it's like comforting words, but also like egging her on to feel these massive emotions that she's never felt before. It's loss, it's rage, which she has never experienced either, and she keeps going for what feels like forever. Eventually, she just looks up at Outlanders. The crown! Where's the crown? I have to do it! I have to be the...
Lennis has always also like let it go on for so long because she was actually quite like taken aback by how much power was coming out of Nagiisa that she's never seen before. So it was a little bit of like what you got there, girl? You know? She walks out of the tent and she looks towards the queen. Who has the crown?
The king.
The king?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She walks over and she closes his eyes and she takes the crown off the king and again puts her feelings into the bad place at the back of the neck, and she walks in. She gives Nagiisa the crown.
And through puffy eyes and spit and what's this? Tears? I was about to say water. Tears, and she shakingly accepts the crown. And she looks right at Outlanders. You are my witness. And she places it on her head. And she continues to sob and collapses into Outlanders' arms.
I want to say that from now on. You are my witness.
Oh my god, that sentence is so amazing. Hey, you're my witness.
You're my witness when I say
that is
you're
I'm
my
gonna say
witness.
that from now on.
That's so good.
You are my witness.
It becomes clear that although a lot of warriors and all of your extended family have been killed, that not everyone of the tribe is dead. And it is, well, for one, your tribe extends over a large tract of land, but not even everyone in this encampment have been killed. And it's clear by the trails in the snow that a large number of the citizens of the encampment of the Katuwala tribe have been taken north. A lot of the footprints head towards the Kalnour nation. Friends gone, family gone. We go back to the present day, back in the monastery, the Shadow Moon. And the last person is Frank, sitting in a chair as well. There's a couple other monks, but they're of interest. Yeah. And the sister Sunaya says, we have to consult about what to do next. We have tragedy that's happened to the Katuwala tribe.
Nagiisa sobs a little bit.
We have some representatives from the Darvi tribe And Truby, how much of your, in seeking refuge here in this monastery, how much would you have told the sister?
I think Frank's safe. It's more. The information Frank has is more important than Frank's safety. Frank's has a survival instinct, yes, but ideologically, there's more going on. So Frank is not. He didn't conceal to the leadership of this place where he's from. He just figures being honest is the way that we're going to move forward.
So she turns to you and says, can you perhaps introduce yourself to these and say where you're from?
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Well, actually, I'm from a volcano, but that doesn't. Let's fast forward a little bit.
Nagiisa wants to quickly whisper to Outlanders, what's a volcano?
Yeah. What you have got a question?
I just sorry. Okay. What's a volcano?
What's a volcano? Yeah. Okay. So think of it. Do you know what a mountain is? Okay, great. So just imagine, hollow it out a little bit, and then as you dig down, you got yourself a nice what's it called? It's like I don't know.
How did you hollow out the mountain?
Well, I didn't. It's a metaphor. You know what a metaphor is? When you liken one thing to another, but you don't use the words like or as. That's a simile.
I think where we're from, we don't read.
No, we don't.
So these are...
Do you do books? It's all right. We can move on. No books. All right. So you scooped out imagination. You scooped out a mountain and you filled the bottom up with lava. Now, have you seen lava?
No.
It's like fire, but it's liquid. Okay.
How did you put the fire in the mountain?
Well, no one put the fire there. That was kind of just made there. It's a natural process.
She immediately looks over and then she does the not safe symbol. Which is like,
Not safe. and she does that. She holds it to her heart, and she instantly clenches everything and is ready to transform to get out of here if need be.
Okay, but I can sense some tension. I just need to say, the volcano part, not so necessary or relevant to the story. You just asked me. But where I came from after... Well, this is really gonna rock your boat. I'm from Kalnour. But I'm here because I'm running. I'm not on board with that anymore. I'm not part of that team, and as a show of faith, I've come bring information. I'm just trying to help out the lovely people here at this monastery.
Nagiisa is frozen in fear, like a deer in headlights, to know that someone from Kalnour is right next to her.
And Sister Sunaya says, he's brought very valuable information. Here's the dilemma. This monastery is a monastery that takes no sides.
Yeah, imagine my surprise when I learned that. It's like, I brought the information to the wrong place. These people aren't going to do anything.
What
you would say, yeah, it's just...
What they do with it is their business.
Yeah.
But our monastery must itself stay impartial in this.
But you're happy to be a roof, at least.
We're happy to care for you, to help your, to give you comfort, solace while you're here.
And, and host matrimonies. Congratulations.
Thank you.
He's a catch.
I'm glad you think so.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right, she's intense.
You're married.
Yes, we are.
Why?
Oh, transactional alliance between my tribe and his
That makes sense. You're
Wow.
much prettier
He-
than he is.
Well, gosh, you were just honest about these things. Wow, that's
he
really...
leans into you, Cerci, and says, please, don't use the word transactional.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're a match made in heaven is what you are. It's really nice. It's nice. I'm getting nice vibes.
Yes, we're very happily married.
Nagiisa
aren't
looks at
we?
all at this and she says, "Do I have to do that too?
No, he is too weak for you.
Too weak."
He bristles.
What? She like looks at him with her like yellow piercing eyes.
Oh, God.
And she smells a little bit in the air and she's just wondering what his blood will taste like.
And he says, I may not be the chief yet, but I will be one day.
Oh, I'm shaking in my boots.
Okay, I imagine that when I came with this information from Kalnour, I thought we would maybe use it against them. Maybe not against each other, Let's leave the throat ripping for another time. Hey, you look a bit wild there. You're like a shark. You met one of those?
The
This
door.
guy is a liar.
I can be a shark? Do I have to be a shark?
No, we don't know what that is.
The door.
Is she serious?
Wholeheartedly.
Cool.
The door at the end of the room opens up,
Yeah.
and a monk.
Oh, it's Emperor Kish! That was really...
Nagiisa hides under the
I'm
table.
sorry.
Cerci stands ready to fight.
I'm so sorry. That just came out of it. I thought it would be funny. I'm really sorry. Oh God, I'm really sorry.
I'm sorry, did you... That was the most appropriate thing to do during this time after learning what she has gone through.
The brain. The mouth moves faster than the brain.
Yeah, clearly.
Well, okay.
While you guys are talking, the monk has come up to Sister Sunaya,
Yeah.
and she says, a dragon is approaching.
Oh, well, almost as bad actually. Yeah.
Nagiisa is still under the table crying.
And she says, do we know anything about the dragon to the other monk? And he says, it appears to be a white dragon of great size.
We have to go.
Do you know this dragon?
Yeah.
I know what they do. And I know not to stick around, knowing the damage that they can do to a tribe.
I agree, you're smart.
Really angry look in his face. It's a boy, right?
Still at a distance, I can't tell.
Right. It's probably a boy.
Do you
Yeah.
know this dragon?
Yeah, I know him.
Are you
Friends? No. You can't really be friends with a dragon.
right?
But yeah, there's a few of them. That's a bad one. That's a real bad one. Yeah. That's my information. The dragon's bad.
That's enough now.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is take a short break. As this dragon, we picture the camera goes to this dragon, this large white dragon.
Are we actually starting with a dragon attack on our first episode?
Maybe.
Yeah. So picture, if you will, 4 great big muscly legs, lovely light blue skin, technically white, a big maw of jagged teeth, spines that run along his back, and if you wanna say hi to him, you just call him Ashkor. All right?
Ashkor.
But we're going to save that till after a short break. We're going to be back in 10 minutes, guys. We'll see you soon. See you in a second. Ready?
Yep. Sure.
Tahiru Atoru Fa'in!
Like, what accent did I go with?
Like Hungarian.
Like,
did I-
it sounded
Russian.
kind of Hungarian.
Hungarian Russian.
Sorry about
Yeah.
that. Must apologize firstly.
Okay, and let's start in 4, 3, 2, we're in!
What?
You're in the
One more
my
time.
guitar just fell over. Listen,
3, 2, 1.
Okay. You're in the monastery of the Shadow Moon. All around you, the monks are going into, they're not panicking at all.
Yeah.
They're disciplined. Getting ready to repel if it goes awry. Sister Sunaya says, even a dragon would be foolhardy to attack this monastery.
Okay.
Our walls are thick, our defenses are strong.
At this point, Nagiisa is holding on to Oladnus for comfort and for safety. And she's doing the hand signal of, is it safe, is it not safe? Because she just can't use her words in this moment.
She just does the wait symbol. Has a dragon ever attacked this fort?
No, never, no.
And so Frank kind of uneasily looks at Sister Sinai and he says, so the plan is we stay indoors while we wait for this thing to subside.
You probably have a lot more interactions with dragons than anyone else.
Yeah.
What is your advice?
Okay. Look, a dragon isn't like some insurmountable thing. I mean, it's pretty close, especially, these ones. They're pretty bad. We're in a fortress, all right? And by sheer numbers, this thing should respect us. I say thing, it's a he. It's a very hateful he. It's just, we're going to have to really watch out for the breath, all right? Because all it needs is a little crack, a little window, a little nostril in here, and then boom, this thing lights up like a what do you call it?
Volcano.
No, close, but that's real good. Good learning. It's think of a volcano made out of ice, Anyway, it's fast.
Like a storm?
Yeah, like a storm. Yeah, it'd be like a full force storm hitting us.
Our village, our tribe have gone through storms before.
Yeah, not like this.
No, not like that.
Do we need to put on coats?
Oh, yeah, we could.
It won't be enough.
Are there underground tunnels?
We're built into the mountain, but there are no secret exits, if that's what you're hoping for. Golter, she turns to Golter, come with me. The rest of you, I'll be back in a moment.
And then I will turn to Alumnus. I'll grab a conversation with her. Yeah, look, so, it's like, just so you're aware, there's every possibility that this thing is coming here because of one of those two or both.
Why? What does he have against the princesses?
Well, that's kind of it, He's about knocking the top off. And, once you knock the top off, the next top is usually a prince or princess. That's a possibility. So it might be that this thing ain't going until
So he will wait it out.
Yeah. And we will lose a battle of attrition.
Right. So we must fight.
Yeah, that's also not a possibility.
I am confused. Where is the...
Oh yeah, I don't have options. I'm just telling you how much in the shit we are.
I appreciate your honesty. I will tell the princesses.
Look, I'm happy to, if we need to, I don't know how we get them out of there, here, or where even we take them. I'm on board. I'm saying I'm on board, but I got nothing.
I want to say that this was helpful, but it wasn't. Princesses, the dragon is here for you. I don't want to be non-transparent like a storm or a volcano. Oh, she knows that she said that wrong. She's going to stick with it.
Thank you for your honesty, Aladnus, but
Always.
I guess that now's the time that we hide, right? So there's some underground, like the dungeons.
No dungeons.
No dungeons.
Okay, there are other monks nearby if you want to ask them for directions to dungeons or tunnels and things like that.
There's a trapdoor, or there's.
This is not a place of military attack. We don't have secret exits. There are the bridges that go down into the valleys.
Well, that Sister Sanaya, she said that this place is very.
We will be safe, says the
Yeah.
monk.
What do you think, Princess? Have you fought dragons?
Is my husband gone?
He's gone off with Sister Sanaya has taken him away.
Fantastic. I believe it's here for me.
Oh.
The dragon's here for you.
If it's here for one of the princesses, it makes more sense that it is here for me.
Why?
History, it attacked my Atashi. long ago when I was a babe, so that is the closest
So does it want to
relationship I have with the
does
dragon.
it, does it want to take you, or does it want to?
Gong, gong, gong.
If it wants to take you, then our best bet of survival is just to let you.
I agree. I will give myself up to this dragon if that is what is going to bring safety to all of you.
Whoa. Okay, that might fly in Princess Land, or Judy and everything, but you just...
There's no such thing as a flying princess land.
I've never
Why
been.
are you making things up?
I'm not making things
Yeah,
up.
first
like,
volcano, and now.
Look, that might be all right for you, but it's all right for you.
I don't want it to happen. You
And I
remind
don't
me of
want
the
it
princess.
to happen either, all right? Like, okay, so we're hiding. All right, everyone hide. Come on.
Golter and
I'm so sorry, I tried.
and Golter and Sister Sanaya come back into the room. Golter comes over to his new bride, stands next to you, clearly worried. Sister Sanaya moves out towards the opening, towards the, and you guys find a place to hide.
You remind me of my. You remind me of my 7 daughters.
All 7 of them, or one of them in particular?
All 7.
Well, that means 7 times more grateful.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for you being here and for befriending the princess.
I wouldn't say that far.
She just tried to sacrifice it.
Oh, that's what she also suggested.
That's what I wanted.
We're trying to do this thing. I'm trying to understand this
Walk and
critical
talk, walk and talk.
thinking. I didn't get much training on it, but I think that's the best bet that we've got.
Yeah.
Okay, find a
Plan Z.
All right.
after finding a place to hide. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead. Describe this room. Where are you, guys? Where are you hiding?
It's under a table.
You're under a table.
We're just under a table. All
right.
of us.
You're under a table. There's a tablecloth, maybe. They don't have tablecloths here. This is a monastery.
Yeah, I have spun and turned into a tarantula on Atlantis' shoulder.
Okay. Excellent.
It's
Great.
a white tarantula.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh.
Right.
All right. Hiding under the table. Thank you.
I've got 8
The
legs.
a voice in the hallway outside says, "Golter, Lord Golter, Lady Nagiisa, the dragon wishes to parley."
What a strange couple of people to parley with.
You see the arms of the tarantula moving as if she's confused what parlay means.
Yeah, she goes, I don't know what it is. She has an idea and she tries to portray it in eyes and symbols. And she looks at her little tarantula crown and then she thinks for a second, give it to me.
The tarantula like shakes.
She grabs the tarantula and she hands it over to.
Whoop.
Okay. Well, this is gross.
Do not call the princess gross.
Well, okay.
She washed today.
She what?
She washed. She washed today.
Okay, got it.
What did you think I said?
I have no clue. Okay, so she's washed. Okay, great. Woohoo! A washed tarantula. Got it.
I will go out and parlay. You will not leave this room.
And
You hear me?
It nods.
And she looks at these two. Safety.
And I get 2 of my 8 legs and do the safe symbol.
Good.
And put it towards my thorax. That's the hard right?
Who did it want to parlay with? Just Nagiisa.
It
And
said,
Gol-
it
and
said,
Golter?
Lord Golter. The person is in the hallway beyond. You're well hidden beneath a table,
Yeah.
trying to find you guys, and is calling out to the Lord and the Lady who have the highest rank. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Here, look. Look, if you're gonna do this, I'll come. Right? I'll try and facilitate here. You know, we're old friends.
Will you look after the princess?
I will. Okay. Thank you.
I look up at you with 8 eyes.
This feels like we're gonna have princess time. This is kind of bonding in a weird.
Yeah, they can. Maybe they can relate to each other.
I think
I will talk at you, and then you can blink with one of the 8 eyes that you have about a yes or a no. I believe like the left 4 can be a yes, and the right 4 could be a no.
Or you put it in the alphabet.
Oh.
One eye is A.
Yes. The second eye B. Yes.
Nagiisa is trying to coordinate her eyes to spell out okay.
That's really remarkable.
Good shit.
Yes.
Shall we barter?
Yes. All right.
Scene change. Let's follow you guys. On the parapet,
Yeah.
the monastery is multi-levels, built into the side of this stone face of a mountain. It has a wide courtyard, open-air courtyard, which is daily cleared of snow and ice. A broad banister goes around it. Many monks stand ready.
Yeah.
Lady Sanaya is there. As you two come in, not hovering, but kind of circling is in a close, very compact circle, is the white dragon.
Yeesh.
Upon seeing you guys arrive, the dragon comes and lands in the courtyard in front.
Yeah.
Out of sheer instinct, Oladnis just bows her head as the dragon lands.
Frank, what you doing?
Frank says, Ashkor, welcome. You've found the place, all right. Okay, I trust the flight was lovely on the way here. Good to see you again. You called for the princess. Well, here she is. You understand that she doesn't want to be eaten, so we're just going to conduct things at a distance and, tell the gang I said hi. Okay.
While this parlay is happening, before Ashkor's response comes,
Yeah.
what are you two doing? Like, how far away are you? Can you hear what's going on? What's going on for you two?
If there's nobody around, she snuck to a window to watch the entire thing, and also has put her on like the tarantula on the ledge.
Nagiisa is on the ledge, yes, but like not fully in view. Like she's like this, where you can just see her 8 eyes and two legs peeking on top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cerci is like this as well.
Ashkor. Ashkor, the hateful.
Oh, good.
He
Did I not say that?
The hateful.
he looks directly at you, Frank. He never stops moving. His feet constantly moving as he walks a figure of 8 in the front of the courtyard. Even the strongest willed amongst you cannot but help feel the fear that this beast gives off. And he says to Sanaya, to Sister Sanaya says, I come with 2 messages on behalf of my lord, Emperor Kesh.
Messenger dragon, eh?
Oh,
Oh! Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That probably almost got us killed.
The first is, this goblin in front of you is a traitor. He is a criminal, and he's wanted by my liege, Emperor Kesh. We know and have long respected in the Kingdom of Kesh the neutrality of this monastery. We expect you to return him to us, which leads me to the second point. The Emperor Kesh wishes to pay a visit to this monastery and is on his way.
you're a funny dragon. If you think he is the criminal, I have seen him kill no one. Have you? I have seen your emperor kill many, including my family. So, no. Sorry.
Damn.
He says, I have not come today for a fight, but to warn you all that should this monastery veer from its long history of neutrality against the Emperor, this entire monastery will be destroyed brick by brick. Its proud traditions, its libraries will be left in rubble.
I don't quite understand big words like neutrality. Would you explain what being against someone and neutrality has to do with this building? How can one be against something and neutral at the same time?
Yeah, look, Princess, I agree. You know, it just feels like this, we're doing you too much of a favor if we just hand over. What was it you wanted again? Me and, was it,
Someone.
Just you.
Just me. Gosh, well.
Still no.
Well, the princess said it. And I mean, princess, dragon.
I'm feeling neutral about the whole thing.
Hey, and that's that's your new favorite word, eh? You too?
I like the word neutral and volcano.
Well, yes. We also, we've done a lot of mentoring here today. So it looks like Kish is on his way. We'll roll out the carpet. It'll be real nice. We'll have a high tea. And I expect, does he want me to come back with him? Is that the whole timeline of this? Or are you just gonna gobble me up now?
If you're ready to come, I will take you to him now.
How are you feeling? Neutral?
I just feel like I'd die.
Sanaya says, we will not have anyone that has sought refuge within our monastery pressured into putting their life in danger. Ashkor, thank you for delivering the message. You're no longer welcome. You may leave.
You are all. I mean, this is Ashkor. You can't tell right now, but in his eyes, he wants to melt you guys, and he is angry, but he's being very well behaved. You're very well behaved, Ashkor. Very well behaved.
It won't be for long, he says.
I bet.
Surprised you're still alive.
Nope.
His wings, his vast wings, unfurl. He makes a show of it. There's no doubt about it. Beats him once, twice, and just slowly elevates first his forearms, then his legs, and last his tail as the wind from his blows, and then whoosh, he launches and he says, my Lord Kesh will be here within days. And then whoosh, rockets into the sky.
Oh, that actually felt kind of good.
I can't believe you're still alive. That actually baffles me. You have a big mouth for such a small man.
Yeah, well, I used to be. I used to have protection.
Who? Like me?
No, not like that. Not like that. I had the big guy looking after me. No.
A god.
No, well, he's, I'm sure he might liken himself to that. No, Kish was a big advocate of not having me gobbled up,
He was your protection.
Well, of a sort, you can't have your dragons going around eating your soldiers. They had to really rein it in, that Ashkor, Usha, and the whole gang, the dragon gang. It just felt good to be on the other side, look him in the eyes. It was real nice. You did a real good job. You Sister Sunaya, my gosh, you're not welcome here. That was amazing. I really liked that.
Do you ever stop talking?
I'm just nervous. I'm just very nervous right now. You know?
Sanaya says, "You two, back in the fireplace room."
You got it.
And she starts giving orders to the other monks around stationing guards, and she approaches a group of them, talks to them, and you hear something about valley entrance. And without taking any possessions at all, they start running off across this thin wooden stone span to the mountain across the valley, and then down. Meanwhile, what are you two doing?
We witnessed the whole thing. And you'll see a little tarantula now shaking in its boots.
You got little booties.
Yes, trembling. And she's got furry boots, yes. And she's like a little leaf.
Oh, are you cold?
And it's like...
Oh, you can't answer your.
she's pacing back and forth as if she's worried.
I've
Left.
never seen a tarantula worried before. We will. There's a high chance we might die.
She paces faster.
There's a high chance that we are in danger as a white dragon has come towards us.
Webs start coming out.
Peeing webs.
She's practically
webbed
peeing
herself.
Yep.
But we don't have time to worry. We have time for action.
The tarantula looks all 8 eyes directly at the princess here, and she is still shaking, but she offers both hands as if she's asking to be carried.
Oh, absolutely. And then. All right.
And with her webs, she starts to spell Oladnus' name.
Oh, absolutely. I got my Ladness.
Sister Sanaya is marching, without looking at anyone else, straight towards the fireplace room. Golter was with her and is like one step behind and is as well. And as passes you two sitting in the window, Golter says, "Come, my love, come."
All right. All good. I must return the princess to Atlantis first, and then I will follow right behind.
And what are you guys doing?
Join.
Yep. I let
Fantastic. There she is. I believe she was worried, and I tried my best to calm her down. I told her we were all gonna die.
She's covered in webs.
Yeah, I see that worked very well.
Very good. And I go follow. I go to Golter.
All right. Well, look, you guys, I think you might be able to take off out of here. Kish, I don't think he wants you. You know, so.
Where are you going to go, small man with big mouth?
I could talk to him. I could maybe talk to him.
You would die, says Sanaya.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't have time, she says. We don't have a lot of time.
Okay.
This monastery, it's what she says next seems like it's completely unrelated to what you guys have just been experiencing. This monastery is a repository of knowledge, of ancient knowledge. We have to ask ourselves, why is Kesh coming here? He's not a man of learning. He's not a scholar.
Has he been here before?
No.
Are there untapped powers in this building?
There is knowledge that I fear his dragons may have told him about.
Nagiisa wants to hop onto a wall and start like rapidly with her webs start spelling out practically asking if there's protecting anything, question mark?
Our monastery has been protecting ancient knowledge. This monastery serves Sibi Elishin, the god of knowledge. Libi, the god of love, goddess of love. And Koshasha, the god of the earth. All are worshipped here.
Is there any way we could procure the knowledge?
She says, because I did not know what was coming from the dragon, I've already given Golter something. The Dervi tribe is the most powerful tribe yet living on the plains. Golter, please show them what I've given you. Cole says, okay, sister. He reaches inside his vest to where there's a pocket inside, and you can see his yellow silk shirt underneath, and pulls out a very slender, it's like a scroll that's been squished and matted into, it's not a book, right? It's an old parchment that's been folded, and she takes it back off him and says, I gave this to him in case he needed to, in case needed to run. She very gingerly opens it up. There are words inside it which I don't think any of you, I know.
What language?
I know none of you can read.
Nimrod.
They're old stories. Quick history lesson. Before us, people, elves, dwarves, humans, halflings, etc., before we had dominance over this world, there was aeons and aeons of conflict between the giants and the dragons. One of the last of the great dragons was rumored to have told a time when the dragons would yet again rule the world. And in that dragon's the dragon wrote down this inscriptions, and it details how that will happen. Surely someone of Kesh's power, this is the most valuable document that we have in the monastery. I would like it not to be here when Kesh arrives.
Why do not we destroy it?
We do not destroy knowledge here.
Why, if he's after the knowledge, surely the quickest way to get rid of the knowledge and the power is to destroy it.
I'd like to know what it says.
Right, so that you will have the power.
No, I don't mind who knows. I'd like for it to be known widely what it says.
Right.
So that we can assess and know what they are looking for. We could destroy it. I would not. We're not a book burning institution.
Oh. Okay. No volcano.
You're thinking about tossing it into a volcano.
Kind of. It seems like I guess I don't know what is accustomed to learning new things. It sounds dangerous, but I know what you mean. Knowledge seems like it is somewhat powerful.
Yeah.
Nagiisa, for a moment, just you see like this spider shaking so much, and then she kind of spins around and then goes back into a full-blown humanoid. No, she's an elf. And she's still panicked from thinking that she's about to die. She says, "Well, so we take that knowledge and can we hide? I'm a very good hider. I win hide and seek. Once I hid for 3 weeks straight. None of my friends could find me. I think they forgot about me.
We had a funeral.
Wow, that's good.
She says, wow, impressive. I do propose that you take it to the Darvi tribe, or if you are able to. We don't have anyone here in the monastery that can decipher it.
Oh.
Frank here knows their army and their movement. He can, if you are willing, Frank, if you could help them avoid capture along the way, perhaps.
Yeah. Absolutely. His eyes kind of linger on Nagiisa. Yeah, absolutely.
So settle. We hide. But is the Dari tribe?
The Darvi tribe?
Darvi? I'm
Darvi.
so sorry. I've never been there
all
before.
good. You now know.
Yes, I do. I will learn better. So we hide in your tribe, or
Yes, absolutely.
could we hide elsewhere? Because I mean, I'm trying to understand the patterns still of what Emperor he is doing, and he might just attack your tribe next.
You might. That's right.
But if that is the case, the Darvi tribe will be prepared. We will know. Because, Golter, you're smart. You know what to do.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I almost believe you. It's nice.
Was there something contradictory in that statement?
And, no.
Then where's the lack of trust?
It smells like you're lying.
Yeah,
I can smell your blood
Okay.
rising to the surface.
well, okay. Well, yes, if you must know, logically, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I follow your words. But this is Emperor Kesh. Okay? He's brought at least a third of the continent under heel. And I don't know if you noticed, but that was a dragon. And he got more than one dragon, right? So the Derby, like, I don't doubt that they're great. And that Golt is really smart. I hope so. You know, I hope you're smart, Golt, for goodness, for crying out loud.
Cerci's keeping her mouth shut.
I really hope you're smart. But this is Emperor Kesh.
And he is a
like-
dragon.
I understand. I get this, but we must
I
think about safety as well. If we go elsewhere, we have another princess from a fallen tribe with no one other than her warrior to protect her.
Yeah, and frankly, I'm on board.
Yeah.
Oh no! I think you would be a better leader for everyone. Please,
As you say that, Cerci's like, but we have to listen to what Golter says. I am his wife, and he is the one who's in line.
Golter says we will.
What? Hey.
Golter says we'll go back to my family's tribe. I agree. It doesn't sound like it's going to be safe there very long. It's probably going to put our entire tribe into danger. Is there any way that we can find out what it says, so that we can, if it's some kind of prediction or method, that we can figure out how to?
I don't understand. Is he in the charge of?
I'm not in charge. Yeah, my parents are, but we are in line. I'm in line for the thing.
What is it?
Yeah. I feel funny telling you this, but it's like a human thing. It's like an elfin human thing, you know.
Really? I'm human. I've never seen such silly.
I can't believe I have to explain it to you, but frankly, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I saw it. Look, can I just look at it?
Yeah, definitely. Have a look at it. Some kind of dragony scroll. Definitely, it looks like those that can speak Draconic. There is definitely symbols that you recognize. But it's like, imagine like someone who's knows some Japanese but doesn't know kanji.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dig it?
Yeah.
All right.
I can definitely use that analogy.
Familiarity, but no clarity.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, I love this. Yeah. Yeah. I got the little words, not the big ones.
May I also make another suggestion, if you do not mind? The least likely person they would think holding the scroll would be me. I am not a threat, clearly, shown by the dragon addressing you and you. I would like to offer myself to hold the scroll, if that is all right.
Well, before we go down that path, I want to revisit this one. Why aren't we destroying this?
Sanaya says, I'd like to know what it's foretelling or what it says is needed to happen so that perhaps we can prevent it. I mean, we could just destroy it, though.
No.
Would he still be looking for another way if we destroyed the information that we have?
Why is he coming here at all if he didn't need it? Wait.
I don't think we should destroy it. That is my opinion, is that if we destroy it, he wins.
Anything.
No,
I'm
you
so
go.
sorry.
No,
you go. No, you go.
I'm very polite.
Yeah, it's a formality thing.
Okay, I'll go.
They both
That's
had
all
it
right.
drummed into them since they were kids. You can see it.
You could have put it in flames by now.
Well,
Yeah, I burnt it twice over in my head.
it's really important to keep history, and I'm assuming that this piece of item is old.
Mm-hmm.
We need it to pass down, and there are important things that come through these. Knowledge. Not that I've ever seen a book before in our tribe. We don't read.
Because I said that, sorry.
We're not known for knowledge through books and written word, but we are
Storytellers.
stories and songs. And this probably has that.
What if you
same-
sing it?
Yeah, again,
don't
can't read it, let alone sing it. Look,
Sorry, I interrupted.
No, it's fine.
I will get on board. If this is what you want, I will help you do this. But I'm just being absolutely sure you want to keep it.
I want to keep it.
Sanaya says, I admit I come from a bias as a devotee of Sibi Alishi of preserving knowledge at all costs. If we think, and so my instinct is to preserve it, but if we think it will save lives, the fire is raging there. It is in your hand. You may do what you wish. If we were to try to decipher it, we need to find someone or something that understands Old Draconic.
Yeah. You,
Speak Draconic.
I'll tell you who speaks Draconic. Dragon.
I do.
Can you read that, though?
Not old Draconic, but I know Draconic.
Okay, well, that feels like
You
we're
are so
part of the way
intelligent.
there.
Are you part dragon?
No.
Here.
Thank you.
Whatever is going to happen to this, it's your choice, all right?
I'm aware. Do I look like someone who would sit on the fence about anything?
Not
No,
at all.
no. You are
No,
a powerful woman.
You are not. You are, yeah. You
I
are.
hope to be as brave as you are.
Yeah, while we're casting votes, me too.
I like you.
Thank you. Thank you, and thank you.
Okay, yeah, all right. This is definitely the riskiest of all paths, but okay.
Sanaya says, if you're to leave, the five of you, then Golter as well.
He's dead.
I forgot you're here, Goldo.
Yeah, don't forget the drip.
Goldo.
She says, if you are to leave, then you should leave soon.
What will happen to you when Cash comes and realizes that the thing he's after is gone?
Well, if he's sensible, he'll turn away and do nothing. If he's foolhardy and attacks, we will let him in. He's welcome, just like you are. He's welcome here. If there's any trouble, then he will be stopped.
You thinking about staying?
I worry, but I worry for Nagiisa more.
Look, if these... we could get them a head start.
Oh, are you thinking of staying, Oladness?
There's something about the power we have given this dragon. He does not know what you look like, but he does know what I look like, and he knows what you look like. He does not know what you look like either, I presume. So around us, temporarily, you are ill-protected, or at least in danger.
We'll catch up.
Are you sure? Oladness, you're the only one I really, I mean, no offense, but really, really trust.
Look, on this scale, strength doesn't matter. Stealth does. You're gonna be quieter and safer for now.
At the end of the day, you're my princess, and I'll go where you say I go. And she looks over and she walks towards you and she just smells you.
Okay, interesting.
Do you know what she reminds me of? The lilies that grow outside your bed.
Yeah.
When I used to read you stories.
What? You said you didn't have?
What?
No, but
Tell
never
me the
mind.
plot hole.
You said you didn't have books.
No, I read stories like in my mind.
Go right.
But it's like a mental.
No, sorry.
Okay.
The word read translates a little bit different.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Picking up on that.
Yeah, my first language is goblin, but I'm not a dummy.
Read, sing, same word in
Yeah.
Okay, and where's that? I'm sorry, no, it's rude to ask. It's rude to ask.
Katiwala.
Okay, cool.
When I used to read, sing, you stories, which is like half sung, half spoken.
Slam poetry.
That's if I was to quit it, it'd be.
Frank looks out the window and sees Keisha's here.
Anyway, my point
Happy
is that
slice.
she smells at peace and safety.
Oh, is that what the point was?
That was all I was trying to say.
We finally got there.
That's pretty much it. I could have said it already. I did. There she is. She smells nice. I can't smell her blood. It's safety.
Okay. Well, I trust your word, Oladness, and as much as it'll break my heart, I'll remember forever what you've told me, which is to be a good, strong girl, and she is brave, she is kind.
But not all the time.
Okay, but not all the
You
time.
cry and you scream when you need to.
Yes,
Do
yes.
not be like me. I'm only this way because of you. I'm strong because you're the strongest person.
Oh, I mean,
Don't cry now.
okay.
Well, the best. We're gonna do as much as we can. I honestly don't have a lot of hopes for this place, especially if they insist on the neutral thing. So, yeah, all the best.
Well, make sure to get out of there, Oladness, if things go badly. She's not even looking at Frank. And you need to.
I will. Yeah.
You
yeah.
need
I
to
will
find
kill
me.
him if I need to. Huh?
What? If that's
Me?
Well, I mean,
What point?
That's what you were trying to say?
I mean, I don't believe in killing. You know that.
Look, just because I'm a goblin doesn't mean that I'm some sort of subhuman, all right?
You're so funny. Put the weapon down.
Yeah, he lets go of your collar. Yeah, all right. You just gave me the distinct impression. You don't look down on me.
I look away.
Good.
She's a
that-
warrior.
All right, great.
I will.
Can't wait to make my final stand with you.
Remind me of my sons.
Yes.
Sanaya,
They're all very lucky.
Yeah, she had 7, so 14 kids in
What?
total.
Jeez.
Sister Sanaya says, please, the conversation, you need to be moving. Here, let's pack some things and get you on the trail.
Do you have horses here, or do I?
I recommend that one of our monks accompany you.
Oh.
And
Is he neutral too? Sorry, yeah, you're right. Time is of the essence.
And after you cross the first couple of bridges, he can show you through the valleys that don't go down the main road that Kesh will be coming up.
Oh. Okay. Road trip. Princess road trip. Before we go, can you smell the monk to make sure he's trustworthy too, please?
The monk.
The monk steps up. The monk is a very impressive looking man. He's got warm, dark skin. He's got dreadlocks come down. He has the amulet of bronze of the cycles of the moon around it. Even though it's cold, he's got a short sleeve shirt on, showing as he stands like this, his biceps protrude into his chest.
Aww.
He,
I think the same with like Aladdin only showing the top of her shoulders. She kind of walks over to him, does the same. Just as a bit of a lat flex. She walks over to him like a fish would do to appear bigger.
yeah, right, yeah. Very nice.
Frank looks at the guy and he's like, yeah, maybe you are going to be fine.
He has a staff in his hand. He doesn't say anything. And Sister Sanaya suggests that you four get moving. You two, Golter, and this monk.
Amazing.
Before I leave, I
Oh, you smell him?
I look over to Aladnis to get approval.
He smells like incense because he's been around, in the monastery.
Grass.
He's got a musk like he's been working out earlier in the day.
Yeah, sweat. How much do you lift? We silence. This is good.
Okay, all right. I will. Safe.
Safety.
She's about to head out of the door, but Nagiisa quickly turns around and gives Aladnis a big hug.
I like you better than any of my children.
Thank you. Thank you for always protecting me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon, right?
Well. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that felt disgusting. She's never lied to her, but this seems like the right opportunity. Yes, I'll see you soon.
Nagiisa produces a lily, a piece of lily from her hand. And it just, forms from air, and then she hands it over.
It's beautiful. I'm so proud of you. And your father. Your...
Yeah, it's starting to sound like a last speech sort of thing.
I'll see you soon.
I'll see you soon, okay?
Thank you for the lily.
And like Frank will kind of like just tug at. And Frank says,
I'm so sorry, I didn't even see you there.
"It's all right. I'm sorry for what happened to your tribe. It shouldn't have happened."
Thank you. If you do anything like that, like your previous places, I will squash you. And I take that very seriously. I don't like hurting a fly. But do this, what happened to my family, my tribe, to others, then you're lower than dirt.
I deserve it. Yeah.
Just prove me wrong. Prove us wrong.
Cerci's like putting on her coat and she just turns to Nagiisa like, "You ready?"
Yes. Okay.
Hope it's worth it.
Do grinding pepper.
Just scroll.
Oh.
I will make sure that it is. If everything goes well, we will meet you back in Derby.
Yep.
It will go so well.
And
I look to you and I go, "You are very brave. You have a lot of love for this one."
I do.
Cheesy
Thank you.
smile.
Look after her.
I will.
you part, crossing the bridge. Around another rugged mountain, the path clinging to it, across another span to another mountain, across another valley, and then down a goat trail, off, out of vision, down. The four of you striking a new path, down into the valley where, this autumn, the first snow melt is turning the frozen streams into streams again. And this monk leads you away. Meanwhile, back in the monastery, the monks are getting ready for the worst, whatever that might be.
You at peace?
Yes, I don't know what it is about this particular situation, but I'm feeling incredibly reckless right now.
Look, as far as ways to go, this is it's pretty high up there. It's you know, it's legendary stuff.
I think they would talk about me in these books that you say, around the volcano.
Look, if there's someone left to write them, I'm sure they will.
Yes.
Oh, hey, where are you, boy? He'll
You're talking to yourself.
No. He'll whistle, and his little char will come and like take a perch on his shoulder. He's just like,
That's a char on your shoulder!
yes, I know. He's a good boy. He's Terry. You can pet him.
What with?
Your hands. Come on, he's good luck. You haven't seen these things before? It's good luck.
Not up close like
Give him a
this.
wee kiss.
He's what?
Yeah, his breath stinks, but it's part of his appeal. There you
Doesn't
go.
smell dangerous. It's weird.
Well, he's not. Yeah, he's depressingly not that dangerous. But just give him a wee stroke. He's going to bring us luck.
Does he speak Draconic?
He doesn't speak at all. Well, actually, he does understand me. He can understand you. So say what you want.
Hello. What's his name?
It's Terry.
Hello, Terry.
Yeah.
You Terry the Terrible? But not such a terrible little char.
Yeah, he's pretty terrible. His farts are terrible. But he's not that terrible in personality, though. So yeah.
You're funny, Frank.
Hey, the monastery gets set up.
It's
Right.
we're doing very serious work.
A couple of days pass as you're journeying down through the valleys, down the mountain, into the plains. Unless you're planning on going anywhere, we're going to move ahead a couple of days.
Okay.
Go on.
Yeah?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Couple of days. Everyone's on high alert, high nerves. Ashkor has been seen again. The dragon, the white dragon's been seen circling around, and everyone knows that Kesh and his army is approaching.
I feel itchy. My skin feels itchy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't like this waiting game, you know? It's like we're waiting to be killed. It feels wrong. I feel like I want to go run at someone.
Well, you die faster that way.
That's true.
You didn't seem like, you know.
I think it is because I don't like these dragons. You know, bad history and whatnot.
History?
Yes, they killed my entire family.
Me too.
Are we bonding, Frank?
Might as well.
Well, then you can have this. Is that Lily?
Well, thanks. That's real nice.
Be careful.
Oh, I was gonna press it and keep it in a wee pocket.
Why?
I don't know.
That's what people do in books.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, it's really nice. It's really nice. I'm trying not to ruin the moment. That's really nice.
Right, okay. I don't know what this moment is.
Okay,
This
yeah,
feels
neither.
weird.
Yeah, well, it was nice when it started. Yeah, me too.
Wow. Why sorry?
Yeah.
Why when?
Oh, you know, I was a kid.
Why'd you work for him then?
I used to live with a dragon. I say live, enslaved by. The red one. You know, you met her? Usha. The red one, she breathes fire.
Instant flashback. I know who you're talking about.
Sure. Oh! That must be time to lay out the
The troops are coming. The troops are coming, riding on horse, Back is Cash. You recognize him. He has magnificent splint mail armor on, a magnificent golden helmet with a plume at the back. He crosses the last stone span to come to the courtyard as first Usha lands. Boosh! This massive red dragon lands next to him. His troops marshaled in formation along the bridge behind. Usha lands, and then there's like a mystique in your vision, and she transforms into a woman. She looks unnaturally beautiful, except for the fact that her irises are yellow with slits in them, which are so uncomfortable to look at that it renders her repulsive, despite the perfection of her features and her form. Ashkar continues to circle around. Kesh gets off of his horse, lands on the ground. His mail makes a rattle as he comes off. Hand on the hilt of his sword. He walks up. He goes down on one knee, but not all the way. His knee doesn't touch the ground. And he says, "Sisters, brothers of the monastery, I come seeking your guidance and knowledge." And with that, we'll finish our episode.
I was ready to say something bad.
Screw you, Kay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow. Yeah, it feels very dangerous.
Heated already, eh?
I know. It's like, oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
Dragon.
Two dragons, two princesses, and
One goblin.
You only need one.
You're an
bunch of
honorary
ice.
goblin now.
Yay.
We swapped backstory. You're a goblin now.
Oh,
Hey guys, thanks for joining us on this, the first episode of the Hunted of Kalnour. It's great to have you with us for our premiere. Thanks for hanging in with us. If you're new to our channel, please hit us with a follow, hit us with a sub. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit us with a sub, Thanks to all the subscribers on Twitch as well. We really appreciate all the support you've given us. And to our patrons as well, thank you for your support. We really appreciate everything you've done for us. Whether you are a free follower on Patreon or a tiered Patreon, whether you're giving a little or a lot, thank you for everything you give us. We really appreciate it. We're going to, because this is Mon's final official core cast member episode.
Yeah!
What we're going to do is we're going to say thank you to our sponsors.
Yum.
And then we're going to roll the credits. And then if you're watching this live, we're just going to do that kind of other farewell-y stuff. Okay?
Don't cry.
So that's what we're doing. So let's talk about our sponsors. We'll start with...
Oh no, I need to go back to my script.
We'll sing the top.
BD&D! BD&D!
Yeah. BD&D is a New Zealand store that sells all nerdy goodies like dice, like paints for minis and terrain, like board games, like D&D books, and Magic the Gathering cards. I believe, is there a discount code with it?
Totally!
Oh, there is a discount code, which I believe is Dice Legenz.
Yeah, it sure is.
Nailed it.
For a 10% discount.
Yeah.
So go there. And thank you, BD&D.
yes. But also, thank you to D20 Collective for sponsoring us. Now, they provide a whole range of dice. And something I forgot to say earlier is that they do monthly subscriptions. So if you subscribe, you can get new dice sets every month. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. And they've got special monthly dice as well that are limited quantity. Yeah, so you definitely check them out. And are they on the screen? Yes, they are on the screen. So you can see some pretty little dice, some metal dice, some wooden dice, some acrylic dice. Oh, sexy. So beautiful. So yes, and if you want a discount, then you can just put in Kiwi Legenz into their voucher code box thing at checkout. So that's D20 Collective. Thank you.
And on the screen are some of the dice that they've recently supplied us with.
I love this one. I love this one so much.
I made that one.
Cool, and finally,
That's right, World Anvil, your ultimate online tool for world building. Be you an author, be you a DM or a GM. Is there any other way of
Emming,
Yeah, is there what other letters can go before an M?
Game Master,
Game Master, Dungeon Master. There must be others. Cards?
Board.
Card Master, CM. What'd you say? A BM. What's that? Luca, no speaking, only sound. You do sound effects. BM. Anyway, World Anvil. You can use their interactive documents. You can use their linking documents. You can use their interactive maps. You can make timelines. You can make player handouts. You can make rollable tables. They have all kinds of different inspirations for you there. Every day that you log in, they can give you a new writing prompt as well. You can see Vahid using it tomorrow.
Totally.
That's right. Come join the gang again and come see some world building on World Anvil. Yeah. Check it out for yourself.
And
Merchandise, baby! Go ahead to the store. Patreon's getting a little discount. It's pretty, it's reasonably cheap anyway. I did have a look and I was like, yeah, I'd buy that.
Oh, yeah,
Especially
absolutely.
because we're changing seasons. Might be nice to even get a hoodie early on as
Totally.
well. And there are old you can follow if any of the campaigns tickle your pickle, then just choose whatever.
I love it.
This die.
I love what you just said. I love it.
hey, we're gonna move on. Hey, thanks, guys. Next week, episode 2 of Hunted of Kalnour. We've already split the party, which is a dungeon master's dream scenario.
In the face of 2 dragons too, so that's
One each. All right, we'll catch you next. So you're gonna say,
I endorse our choice.
I think it's a good idea.
we'll catch you next week on the Hunted of Kalnour. Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
We don't